Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to RLPC League Play. My name is Seb, and today we have our matchup of the Whitecaps versus the Cobras. Whitecaps coming off a pretty decent streak as of late, currently 7-6 within the standings, and the Cobras being a strong middle of the pack team. Definitely no slouch for sure. Whitecaps definitely having a very strong roster as of late. Miro, notably, I remember last time I cast him, he was having a bit of struggles, but this will be the first time that I get to cast Rec, as I don't think he was playing the last time I casted the Whitecaps. So hopefully I get to see some nice individual plays. Assassin, are you there? Oh, I can't hear you, friend. Oh, hold on one second. Nope, still nothing. Test. Hello, hello. I can hear you. Cool. Awesome. Fixed. Saved. All right. Looks like my co-caster is here with me.
Did I make one for game one?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
yeah.
Brilliant.
Delaying a little bit. I had some tech issues, and other than that, I think we are good to go. Tabs McNabs, are you in here with me?
I am. I'm here. I'm
Awesome.
everywhere. I'm everywhere we need to be.
All right. And it looks like we're getting going here as Cobras and Whitecaps square off in game one of this best of 5 series. Cobras, once again, a strong middle of the pack team, but Whitecaps definitely showing a very strong performance as of late, even without having their star player. As a lovely pass to C's, just off target. And Cobras making a strong impression in the offense so far.
For sure. I had a small write-up. A lot of it was actually covered in the stream announcements, but this is a pretty interesting matchup. For Whitecaps, this is a must-win situation to remain in contention for playoffs. They are tied for second in their conference for their wild card spot. If they lose this, they are relying on the Flames to throw their game.
Okay.
Oh man, that was tense. That was tense. You're good. Whitecaps, they have the second best defense in majors, so this is going to be a tough nut to crack for the Cobras. I'm excited to see what they have to bring. It looks like we have pretty much a full roster for each team, which is great news.
Absolutely. The last time that I did cast the Whitecaps, they were missing their star player, which is Rec, one of the few 2000 MMR players we have in the RLPC. Aziz tries to go for a solo play. Rec just off the crossbar, gets the save with Bits, dunks it right in front of him, right over yours' head. And Cobras, making a strong impression, takes the lead early as yours just wasn't able to position his car the way he wanted.
Yeah, and you're talking about standout players. Rec for sure on the side of the Whitecaps is the standout player. Other than you could throw out Miro for his defensive capabilities because as the captain he does stand out. But C's and Bits on the Cobras side. Oh, and there we just talking about him. Rec shows us why.
Fantastic playmaking ability here, Miro. Being a nuisance, getting that bump off to C's after penetrating that defensive rotation, and Whitecaps tie up the game.
Yeah, Rec on the side of the Whitecaps really showing up for his team, but we have kind of a dynamic duo here with C's and Bits. They are really the glue for the Whitecaps right now, or sorry, Cobras. For the Cobras team, I'd love to see them play.
Yeah, and especially if you can have a coordinated offense like the Whitecaps do, it'll be paramount to be able to challenge the Whitecaps and really suppress those offensive plays before they even start, as the clear just sends it out. But, can he get this? It's, wow, inches from getting in the net. Bits coming out with the absolute clutch save. What a heartbreaker for the Whitecaps, though. Yeah,
that is incredible. Incredible. You're just throwing the ball to the side of the post on accident. I don't think he even realized that it was free. And then the Cobras come out with incredible reactive saves there.
Rec trying to be a little sneaky. Miro not able to get that bump to make the play happen. As Whitecaps will be put on their heels. Rec does get a touch, but it'll go right to C's, right to Bits. Can they set up a play here? No. Miro will cover the backboard. Whitecaps, very strong defensive rotation so far, despite the Cobras' offenses. That bump play won't work 2 times, unfortunately for Miro. Either way. Whitecaps trying to play in the air there as Rec goes for the aerial bump, but no one there to meet it. Some creativity on the offense coming out from the Whitecaps, maybe taking a lesson from the Pete's book. No bias. It's Rex! Rex nearly gets that dunk off of the crossbar. Or excuse me, not crossbar, post. Okay, but let's see if he can get a touch. No. So it looks like so far that Cobras are kind of scrambling on the defensive end, as just as I mentioned that Miro sends a pass over to Rec, kind of like a team pinch, if you will. Or Rec sends a pass to Miro, excuse me.
I'm really surprised Miro came out with that goal. I thought for sure Rec ended up with the last touch on it.
Wow.
Been the goal steal of the century.
Now, as time wears on, you're really seeing that the Whitecaps are just taking this midfield presence and really holding it down. Do you have any suggestions on where the Cobras can be improving in this area?
You know, you're asking for Cobras to do nearly the impossible. I mean, the Whitecaps have a 1.86 goals against per game, and the Cobras have already hit the 1. They're gonna need something incredible. Their defense, though, the Cobras' defense has been on point. I think they really just have to capitalize on counterattacking as quickly as possible before the Whitecaps have a chance to sturdy themselves in defense. Because once they are in, they are locked in, and it is hard to get something past.
Absolutely. As we go into garbage time here, the Cobras will go down in this series by 1 game as Whitecaps with a very creative offensive approach, I'd say. And Cobras, despite, I would argue, having a pretty good defensive rotation, the Whitecaps were just playing around it pretty well in terms of creative touches, strong bumps, and precise play.
Yeah, and you can see their bits with the 5 saves, just the goal line stop for them. That stopping power is
so
necessary
clutch
for the Cobras.
Bits, Rec, tied for score. You don't often see that, actually.
You really don't. Yeah, actually, it's like across the board, pretty close. But you can see the Whitecaps pressure 12 shots on goal to the Cobras just 4. And that all comes from the midfield pressure that you were talking about. The Whitecaps able to lock down midfield. And Cobras, they just have nowhere to go but back into their defensive end.
Absolutely, and hopefully Cobras in game 2 here will be able to regain some confidence and start taking it to the Whitecaps in the midfield, which will be incredibly important for them to establish a good offensive presence here. As Rec going to try and solo it, but it's an open net! And Rec, with 10 seconds out of the gate, gets this solo goal, though you're pitching in with that bump threat.
Yeah, you can forgive C's here. He was really relying on FROSTIGER, and it looks like there may have been a bump or maybe an accidental side flip on that challenge from onto Rec, but you know, he did his best. Like you said, there was a huge bump threat that he had to get around.
And of course, you can't be paying attention to 2 things at once, but Cobras trying to play a bit quicker here, picking up the pace of the game. Sees, send it off the roof, but Recky's right there. Bits will knock it away. It's again, Bits trying to send it to a teammate, but doesn't get the right touch for it as he runs out of boost.
Rec and Miro. You can see the confidence of the Whitecaps after that first game, but C's on the quick counter. That's going to leave it open for FROSTIGER. That's a great pass in field there, just to add to the pace.
Yeah, and just as they were doing that, I was looking at their boost, and they were definitely biding their time, waiting until they were able to fully recover with a full tank of boost versus Whitecaps, who didn't have too much to play with. So definitely a quicker approach in the counterattack, which is what they need.
Yeah, that was. I think that is going to be the win condition: is how quickly they can build up their counterattack game against the Whitecaps before the Whitecaps can get their offensive pressure going.
Miro not able to get a tight shot off of that, but Bits, he's in a 2v1 right now. Can he send it down? Seas will be able to meet it, centering, but Miro, he's right there. FROSTIGER unfortunately whiffs, but Bits will try and play around the defense here. Like butter. Oh, fantastic bump!
FROSTIGER with a tight angle.
Wow.
Yeah, that was great play. Totally different from the first game for the Cobras.
Very tight coordination there on the offensive side. FROSTIGER coming in with that clutch bump just as Bits goes into the corner, knowing that there was only maybe 1 defender left and the other 2 players were definitely out of rotation, had no boost to play with. So Cobra is playing much more intelligent in the midfield so far.
Yeah, and sometimes that can just make all the difference. The making sure your touches on the ball count. more than the other teams. What a rocket of a shot.
You could even see there that I wasn't sure if it was FROSTIGER or not, but he was hard going for that aerial bump read, and he almost got it too.
Oh,
so
near opportunity.
Cobra's putting in the pressure. Oh, Wreck just gets a save with no boost too to play with, and Whitecaps starting to hurt for boost here as Cobra is drowning them out.
And I like this new offensive rotation from the Cobras. It is slightly different, but not too different. They're just playing a little bit deeper for their third man, making sure the entire team can get boost before switching over to offense. And see, like this, FROSTIGER should be, able to take a shot there.
Oh, I believe Bits. I believe. Unfortunately not, but yes, I do agree with your statement that essentially how they're playing offensively is a little different in terms of the third man, playing it a lot deeper so they can go for those aerial bumps and really disrupt the Whitecaps' defensive rotations. But you can only hope that they keep this sort of pace up generally. I think the quick change in terms of the pace of the game is really throwing off Whitecaps. As you see there, precision on that pass, absolutely stellar pass, totally catching the Whitecaps off guard.
The White Claws? I'm sorry? Claws.
Did I say White Claws? Did I say White Claws? Wow, excuse me, Whitecaps.
Right
oh no, I am not a fan of White Claws. Jeez. But sorry, Cobra's taking the lead of this game. Wow. I'm not an alcoholic.
Hi, my name is Seb. Oh man. Well,
FROSTIGER. Does he have boost to play with? No.
Man, just as we were thinking about White Claws, maybe FROSTIGER had the same thing on the brain, but Wreck with the banger downfield and FROSTIGER just not enough boost.
Yeah, I think he used it on the last one for the turnaround. That's where those, half flips come in handy for sure. But Whitecaps, keeping themselves in this game as it goes off the crossbar. Seas needs to get it out, but doesn't get the best touch as Whitecaps come back to tie up this game.
That clear just had to be better from Seas. He either had to control that instead and go for the 50, or he needed to bang that to the corner. I just don't think he had the boost to go for it.
Maybe. I also think for sure pressure might have gotten to him there.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes pressure just messes up all of your touches.
There's a lot riding on this matchup, across the board. The Whitecaps, of course, they want to stay in contention for playoffs, but the Cobras, if they don't win this, or they must win this if they even want a chance. So they're playing basically for their last chance at the playoffs. And even then...
Okay.
Oh! That was almost the sickest double dribble.
And I'm wondering what they were kind of going for there as, typical 2v2 rank dictates that... Oh, wow! FROSTIGER with the amazing save, excuse me. Just inching it out of the net with the perfect catch off the car, and
this is counter-attack opportunity.
Is scrambling right now to try and recover in this defensive end, but Bits not able to get the best pass off. As Wreck tries to challenge FROSTIGER, but FROSTIGER sends it up. C's gonna wait on this challenge. Wreck playing a little too slow here. As C's doesn't get the best pass, but Bits, he's there. Can someone capitalize? FROSTIGER, he's there, not able to get the best shot off. As we go into the last seconds of the game, Whitecaps have control of the ball. It looks like Cobras will be able to force it to overtime.
Yeah, you gotta think they really did not want overtime here because, just one more kickoff, one more opportunity for things to go wrong. But Bits,
Bits! What a save from Miro! No!
Yeah! Oh my goodness!
Miro caught flat-footed just as he makes this miracle save, but he's not able to recover in time for the rebound off the post from C's. And Cobras take game 2. Phenomenal play.
And you just had to see that coin flip happen in Wreck's mind of, do I pre-jump for the far post? Do I stay at the near post? And, Murphy's Law being, no matter what he chose, it was always going to be wrong.
Absolutely. And you look at the contrast here, you can see that, I'm trying to count because math, but Cobras had 15 shots on net compared to what? 4?
4
from game 1?
From 4 to 14. And you could tell once they switched up their offense. Oh, Reg dropping the go in chat. I don't know if Arkin had that has that enabled, but oh yeah. Rec wants this over. He is not having it.
Absolutely.
You could tell game 2 shouldn't have happened.
So we go into game 3 here. Whitecaps looking to get some revenge. But even on game 2 there, you could see that slowly but surely the Whitecaps defense in the last seconds of that game was just starting to collapse. And were it for bad shots from the Cobras' end, it might have not gone to overtime at all.
You're right, yeah. FROSTIGER, I mean, it was absolutely a very low percentage shot, but that double touch off the sidewall, if he was able to get that in, that would have been a 4-3 before overtime, and that game would have been sealed.
Right, tries to go for a pass in the midfield. FROSTIGER does get that demo, but Miro, he's going to be there to give his team some space.
That was a good call off from C's too. You could see that after I believe it was FROSTIGER got that mid boost, he was going to challenge that ball again, but C said, "No, let me get it. I got it. These are golden."
Miro trying to clutch this out. Rec will send up in the air, but he's going to try and go for this solo play off the backboard. He's there to see it, and will put the ball in the back of that net off of a phenomenal backboard pass from Rec, just over Bits' head.
That was just like a hippie jump out of Skate 3. He tosses the ball up. The Cobras defender goes right in between him and the ball. That was perfect.
He's the last defender here currently. Doesn't get juked out though. But trying to get the flick here. Does get the bump though, as Bits is the last defender. Has to get out of the corner here to give his team some space. You can see the adjustments that Whitecaps are making as the offensive pressure is growing insanely strong. FROSTIGER doesn't get the flick, but still gets a second touch on it. No one there to meet it though. Actually, no, Bits, he is there. Rec. Oh, but will bounce it off the ceiling as Rec is taken out of play just as Miro clears it.
And I think the slow dribbling infield passes are the best the Cobras have looked this series, and I would love for them to go back to it. Oh, what a pre-jump save from Bits.
I thought that FROSTIGER or someone else was there, but apparently not.
Bits already having 4 saves, and we haven't even hit halftime.
Oh, what a phenomenal
incredible
demo! No one there to meet it. You see the Cobras are really trying to pull these demos out of nowhere.
Yeah, the heavy demos, they're going for boost steals. They really want to choke these Whitecaps out. The less boost they have, the less opportunity they have to even get a look at offense.
But I think that the Whitecaps adjustment to this... a phenomenal touch from C's, but Miro is just there for the save as FROSTIGER gets the double tap off the wall, giving Cobras some life in this game.
And these Cobras are feeling it. Bits knew that he had to pass that. And FROSTIGER just being on the rotation. It's that new offensive rotation that the Cobras brought in game 2. It is so much more suffocating than game 1. They made the adaptation that they needed to.
Absolutely, as Cobras being able to counter the adaptation from the Whitecaps, if you will, and focusing on playing more in your face currently on the offensive end. It's Bits with a fantastic wall pass. But Whitecaps is no slouch either. Trying to set up something here. Rec unfortunately team bumps and throws the Whitecaps defense into disarray as FROSTIGER sees that pass, but Miro there for the save once again.
And you know, these infield passes, they're a pretty high percentage play for the Cobras right now. I honestly think they need to keep going for them until the Whitecaps have a good answer. They've relied on Miro to stop a lot of them in the midfield, and eventually it will crumble if they keep going for it. It is their best offensive play, I think, so far.
Wreck trying to get the dunk on FROSTIGER. Doesn't quite work out, however. Sees. Does get the demo on Yor. But Wreck there for the save. Tries to get a pass off. Not able to make it work, though. Bits gonna slow down the pace here as it'll cross the field. Wreck there for the challenge. Sees. Goes by him as FROSTIGER. It's a nice shot, but Miro once again there for the save. Man, how many saves does this guy have? He has 4 currently. So we approach the last seconds of the game, and we're still tied as that shot nearly finds its target. Seized. Seized. Not seized. Saint CS.
Oh, C's looking for the demo in the net. FROSTIGER and Bits are coming up. They want this last offensive show.
Once again, another demo.
FROSTIGER's going to have to be careful. That is a good clear off the sidewall. Miro is going to drop it. That's a good... They had to play that. Move to overtime.
Let's go to game 3 here. We are in overtime once again. Cobras and Whitecaps playing it really close so far. So Whitecaps are starting to read these demo attempts, playing around them, slowing it down the defensive end.
And you can tell the Whitecaps are trying to increase the pace to deal with it, but the Cobras are just being too accurate with their passes. There's light, small touches. You know, and you brought it up, actually, the classic 2v2 play, the awkward, light touches between players. The Cobras are doing it beautifully.
Miro, nearly gets that dunk, but can seize, get something with it. He's trying to go for the flip reset, doesn't get anything out of it, though. Bits will send it to FROSTIGER. FROSTIGER not able to get the best touch, we'll put it in the corner. Seized. Seized, man, why? I have CS on my brain, man. Seized. For those of you who don't know, there is a CIS player named Seized. FROSTIGER sends it to Seize. Bits sending off the corner. No one there to meet it, though. Is Miro trying to go for this shot, but Wreck unfortunately not able to get it. It's Bits. Challenges, does get the demo there. As Bits once again trying to redirect. He's getting the touch in the corner, but Yor will be able to send it up. Bits able to get the touch, and Wreck will stop it at the midfield, try to get a pinch. Nothing out of it, though. Miro crossing it into FROSTIGER's hands. FROSTIGER not able to get the second touch off the wall as Miro be able to get it. Sees, sends it away. Close game as we approach 2 minutes. Sees carrying it. It'll go off the backboard. FROSTIGER, I think it waterfalled. And he was definitely not expecting it.
Yeah, it was either that or he was expecting to go for a block, and the Whitecaps player just decided not to actually touch the ball, and made him whiff as well.
Apparently, Cobra's just doing everything they can to give themselves some space, trying to get it clear. That's going to waterfall. He's there for it, though. Wreck, he's dangerous. Wreck does get the demo. After the moment the blade went off the corner. Oh, absolutely phenomenal.
Man.
Clinical.
You're down 2 defenders. You kind of just had to expect that was going to be in.
Look at that aerial adjustment from Miro. It's like he just readjusted and went like a mile. It's like, oh, you know what? This ain't the best read, but here, let me compensate by going like a mile so I can hit it in the net. But so far, Whitecaps proving themselves in this series to be no slouch. Are we making a new server? Okay. We are making a new server. Same info.
Excellent.
Okay. But you know, as much as I want to give credits to Whitecaps, I really feel that Cobras are really coming out on top on this series so far. They've just looked much more convincing to me.
You know, and I think they know exactly what's riding on this game, this match. it would mean more to the Cobras, I think, to win this, to keep them in at least a grasp to the playoffs than it is for the Whitecaps, who are right now tied for their wild card spot. Because even if the Whitecaps lose here, if Flames lose as well, then it's not too big of an issue for them. Or at least they're still only going to be one match behind, and there's a better chance for them. But Cobras, they have a lot more writing on this. It said unable to find server last time I clicked it, but we're good now. I'm joining.
And Odd Hunts, Miro the hero scores again. Miro absolutely a hero, as he gives us a nice lightning show here.
You know, like beginning of a rock concert, and there's the light show that goes off at the front of the stage. That's what I imagine.
New server and instant joins. Wreck. All right, looks like we are ready to go as we go into game 4. I think the overlay needs to be updated, by the way, with the score. Your shot in the midfield, open net. Cobras not able to challenge it with the 50-50, and it just goes over FROSTIGER, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think FROSTIGER thought he had a clear path to that ball. He just didn't see your beating him there. That had to be it.
Not the best way you want to start off a game so far, especially in a tight series with so much riding on the line. As Yor, once again, goes for the flick, tries to go for the individual play. Cobras nailing it down the defense so far, stopping any goals before they get through. Yor tries to get the touch. Man, he's being a nuisance on the offensive side, isn't he? FROSTIGER does get that demo. Trying to give the Cobras some space to work with. Whitecaps try and nail down the midfields. Wreck with the save.
You know, I can't wait to see when the next Cobras offensive play is going to come to fruition, because it seems like every time they stack their dominoes up before letting them all fall, and it has been such a pleasure to watch them put together that offense.
And I feel like I'm coming off almost disappointed, because on one hand, yes, the Whitecaps are winning now, but it's not off of that really cool, creative offense that they had in game 1. You know, it's coming off of probably defensive mistakes from the Cobras, not really great touches, etc. And
well, it's I have to say, they're definitely leaning on the solo capability of these players. I mean, they're no slouches, don't get me wrong, but the Whitecaps, they do have that solo play potential. And just like probably the highlight goal for the Whitecaps for me was Wreck. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. It was basically a hippie jump, but he tipped the ball over the last defender from the Cobras and ended up drawing out all of the defenders himself. And it was just a cleanup goal for York.
See that the Cobras here are currently slithering around the Whitecaps defenses. Oh, Bits nearly on target, but Wreck just there for the save. Very slow play indeed. As Cobras doing everything they can to really pick up the pace in the offensive half here. Seeing where they can play around.
Yeah, and these demos from FROSTIGER and pretty much all of the Cobras members. And speaking of counterattacks, Miro cheated down the line.
You could see that Yor just had the perfect read off the corner. Miro there for the pass. And that's where those just bread and butter, setups for goals just don't work for you, and they can cost you goals. Cobra's down 2-0. Oh!
Speaking of which, out for blood. He's a little peeved from the servers, so he decided to just take his aggression out on the Whitecaps defense. Say goodbye, Wreck.
Absolutely, showing to the Whitecaps that no, in this game you can't relax. You will have to play on point all the time if you want to get away with this game. As Wreck challenges, gets the free goal to give Whitecaps a 3-1 lead.
And you know, Bits just saw it too late, but Miro totally dunking on that 50-50, and neither of the Cobras members able to get there.
But Cobras still have a lot of time to work with, so I don't think they're out of it quite yet. They're able to get their bearings and just tighten up the defensive side a bit. As Rek, he's there for the pass. Bits gets the touch off the backboard. Rek will also get the demo. Bits, he's up for it. Seas will get the rebound. It'll go off the backboard, but Yor gets the clear. Rek trying to get a redirect, being a little cheeky.
You know, you can actually, you know, this is the second time they've done it, but coming out of defense for the Whitecaps, oh, Bits, incredible. They're sending down a player upfield for those redirects to help improve the speed of the counterattack, and that's got to be the Whitecaps' strategy here going forward to counter what the Cobras have done.
Yeah, especially when you consider like how the Cobras currently are just playing so in your face on the offensive side and trying to suffocate them, if you will, to the point where they're arguably leaving themselves open for a very quick and precise counterattack. Has just pointed there. Bits again with a phenomenal save. Wow. Especially with a shot that looked like an absolute beamer.
You know, I even think the Cobras
Tiger, what? With no boost to work with. Absolutely barely any boost to work with. Catches the Whitecaps off guard, and you're not able to get the best touch as he own goals, but, you know, we'll give it to him.
And, you know, you're probably just committed to trying to go for that save, even though he had Miro in the wings. I can hear the comms in my head. I can just imagine. I got it. And he had already committed, and, oh. Whitecaps just slashing the dreams of the Cobras right now.
Absolutely. And it just looks like every single time that Cobras are starting to gain some momentum in this game and in this series, Whitecaps just freeze it like a couple of Whitecaps. But, oh no, Seas. Oh, Bits. Oh, that's heartbreaking. If that doesn't go in, what will?
And, you know, 20 seconds left. The Cobras have to throw it all at the Whitecaps. Oh, wow. And there it is.
That is a phenomenal start. Putting everything they have into this counterattack. You can see Seas went for the bump, and FROSTIGER was there to receive that pass. Cobras, despite having 16 seconds left, they're not out of it.
Absolutely not. You know, some kickoff shenanigans. FROSTIGER, he's full boost right now. You could absolutely make something happen here.
That's bit. See, one of the cars covered wreck for me, so I thought it was just Bits that was about to score.
That's a clean win to it. FROSTIGER's not able to keep it up. 0 seconds!
With the 0-second goal to keep them in this series. A phenomenal pass from Seas off the back wall. FROSTIGER arguably being the decoy for Miro as Bits comes flying in to save the Cobras and push them into overtime.
Hey, you know, even if the Whitecaps come out with the next goal and take the series, rob Cobras of this series, I have to give my MVP to Bits. He has been the one-man show for the Cobras. FROSTIGER Seas, they are the assist kings right now.
Oh, there it is! Lovely! Absolutely clinical offensive play here. The soft touch to FROSTIGER for then it's super beamer to Seas with 116 kilometers per hour shot, and Cobras keep themselves alive.
You can see Bits chanting, one more game, but he is an absolute mad